one. Here we have the Australian cousin of the Pontiac GTO, being the Vauxhall Monaro. Sorry, I'm a little bit starting to get a little stuffy this time of year. Trees are blooming. Allergies are my worst enemy. Anyway, so my reasoning for choosing this car reasoning for choosing this car goes out to my little bro Dun Dun. He wanted a Pontiac GTO, but to be honest, I ain't sure he'll fit in one these days, given that the kid is probably pushing 6'9", if not taller. Don't think he's gonna fit in one. But we had a whole like spreadsheet kind of like laid out, like what hood, what wheels, bumpers, like all the stuff you could like change. He had it laid out. We were up till like maybe 2:33 in the morning one night just looking at parts for like an 04-ish GTO. Yeah, solid cars though. The LS engine, little 5.3 liter V8. Oh, this is a 6.0. It's a LS2 6.0. This one's newer, huh? Interior. Ooh, almost got me there. Forget that the Australian car that's on this side. That threw me. I have seen the interior of a GTO in real life, and it looks about the same, just on the other side. We'll say I do like the front fascia of the GTO a lot better than the Monaro, but it's whatever. It's almost the same. Same hood though. Anyway, let's get right on into this build. So, if you guys missed the title, this is a street racing build. This is meant for like street scene races. S1 class, of course. The stock engine. All-wheel drive drivetrain. We did strap a supercharger onto it. Let's see. Then for aero, I mean, if you guys want the crappy looking Forza aero, that's power to you. But me personally, I ain't with it. So for tires, you could do the Horizon semi-slick race tires, the Hot Wheels semi-slicks, or just the standard semi-slicks. I'm a sucker for white letters, so white letter tires. 275mm in the front, P315s in the back. This thing sounds crazy. Anyway, for wheels, he wanted, what were they? They were the 1552 hole shots or something. Is that what they were? 1552 hole shot RSRs finished in asphalt black. Those are the wheels that he wanted for his GTO. Of course, the closest thing I could find is a 1552 forged 3-piece Formula TR. Whether dude's gonna get a GTO or not, I have no idea. I think he's going a little more towards the Japanese sports car route these days. He wants a Honda Civic, but at like 6'9", dude is not fitting in a Honda Civic. Dude is not fitting in a Honda Civic. Anyway, max rear track width, max front track width. Hopefully this video gets out to him. I do hope that he does see this. Race 7-speed transmission, race driveline, race differential, race brakes, rally suspension. Normally, I would go with the race suspension, which you can do that. You can do that. This is up to you. This is, if you want to do race suspension, you can do that. I chose rally because I wanted this car to kind of have that old school, like 60s muscle car body roll. It's more of like an aesthetic choice. I wanted that like old school body roll like the older muscle cars had. If you want that, rally suspension. If not, go ahead and do the race. Race front anti-roll bars, race rear anti-roll bars. Excuse me. Dang, no roll cage, and race weight reduction. Race intake, race fuel system, race ignition, race valves, race cams, race exhaust, race block, race pistons, race supercharger, race flywheel, race oil and cooling, and race intercooler. That's it for the build. Now let's get on over into the tune. For tires, you got 21 in the front, 19 in the rear. For your gearing, 2.20 final drive, the rest remains stock. For alignment, camber, in the front you want negative 3.0, in the rear you want negative 2.0. For the toe, you want 1.0 out in the front, and for the rear you want negative 1.8 in for the rear. Did I already say for the rear? I don't know. I burnt my hand earlier and I got a blister and it hurts when I grab the controller. So that's kind of what I'm focused on at the moment. Anyway, front caster angle is 5.6. Anti-roll bars in the front you got 25, in the rear you got 15. For your springs in the front I'm slurring my words again, guys. 266.9 in the front, 369.6 in the rear. For ride height, you want 7.9 in the front, 7.5 in the rear. For the damping, your rebound, you want 8.3 in the front, 8.8 in the rear. For the bump, you want 3.2 in the front, 3.8 in the rear. Aero, if you got it, leave it stock. Plain and simple. Braking, you want 45% towards the rear for the balance. And then for your pressure, you want 63%. For your differential, in the front you want 30 accel, 23 decel. In the rear you want 65 accel, 52 decel. Center balance of 63% towards the rear. Ooh boy, that's a mouthful right there. Now to show you guys what this thing can do, I'm going to go on over here and we're going to do a street scene race if I can find one. Do this one. So I think it's become readily apparent that I need to talk that boy back into an American V8. Or really just a V8, don't even got to be American. Because if you guys remember, I got that BMW. I got that BMW. So, it don't even gotta be American. It's just gonna be a V8. I got my Firebird and I got my BMW. Both V8s. Both 1994s. But the funny thing is, what's really trippy is I tried to get him in the front, like the driver's seat of my Firebird, just to see if he'd fit. Well, it's really not a Firebird, it's a Trans Am, but I just say Firebird for simplicity's sake because most of the people my age don't know what a Trans Am is. So, yeah. I got him in the driver's seat and he's too tall. He's too tall. He doesn't fit. So, what's weird is I stand at 6'5". I fit no problem. So, he's taller than me. I have to look up at him, and he's quite a bit younger than me. Like, he's still in high school. There's that old school body roll I was talking about. But yeah. That boy needs a truck, probably. You never know, he might fit in a GTO. Gotta talk him back into it. I don't know if it's because I had a Pontiac, he wanted a Pontiac or not, but I mean, yeah. Of course, I'm not as close to him now as I was back then. We just kind of grew apart to be two completely different people. We were a lot more alike back then when he was interested in the GTO. That right there, me overshooting that turn, is completely user error. I want to let you guys know that. I hit the brakes a little late and a little too hard. But for this race, I want you guys to just kind of pay attention to how the car handles, how it accelerates, how it drives. Like, win or lose, the main point of doing this race is for you guys to kind of see how the car handles. Because you can't win them all, right? You win some, you lose some. Hopefully this ain't one that I lose. That's from me over braking again. I tend to do that quite a bit. Got this long straight here. Yeah, here comes the end of the race, just a little straightaway. But yeah, we've kind of grown apart in recent years. Gotta get that boy in a Pontiac though, so we could both have Pontiacs. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, hopefully this video sees him, like his eyes see this video. I feel like he'd think it was cool that I was still like thinking about him, you know, like building his dream car in video games, kinda, sorta, because it's not a GTO. But really what inspired this video is that I found that spreadsheet we made like 4 years ago. It was like right before COVID. And I went over everything and just kind of like tried to match what I could in game. But anyway, that's kind of the build. I just want to thank you guys for watching. And that's all for me today. We're going to end it off with some donuts like we always do.